This is my third year down on my Kent Syndicate, and what a place it is. It's in the middle of nowhere, as you're probably in the background. There's no noise pollution, you just hear the birds and the frogs and the lions, because it's near a zoo. You hear the lions roaring of the night. It's a pretty crazy place, and it's just got a phenomenal stock of fish in here. You know, there's a really good head of big fish in this lake. Last week, all my dreams come true really. I got down for a 3-night trip. Come down, my mate Terry was down and he had a 24-pound common. When I turned up, and after looking around for a bit, I could see quite a lot of fish cruising around on a real shallow plateau, which is out by an island. So I knew where I wanted to go, so I went in a swim called the Orchid, and yeah, got the rods out nice. And yeah, for 24 hours I was seeing the odd fish cruising on this bar, and it was looking better and better. And then on that second day, the big plated, which is like the dream fish it is, a big, near fully scaled, sort of upper 40, come swimming under my tips, and yeah, it was an unbelievable sight. But yeah, that afternoon, a good old friend of mine, Stu, come down and visit me and actually brought me a bit of luck, because we were sitting there 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've had an absolute ripper off the long rod out towards the island. So yeah, hooked into it, it just kited 80 yards to the right out towards these boys, and yeah, knew straight away it was a big fish. It was a real good fight, you know. And yeah, it took us probably 25 minutes to get it in, like real powerful, taking good runs off the clutch and everything. And eventually we see this big common come up, this big old dorsal, and it's like, cool, that's a good one. And we got it in the net, and it was a PB common, a nice chestnut dark one. 45-pound 7, so beat my old PB by a pound for a common. And yeah, I was absolutely blown away, jumping for joy, and yeah, proper buzzing. So yeah, didn't think things could really get much better. But the next day, I see a couple more big fish come through the margin, and everything was just looking good. Everything was waking up, the fish were active, and I could see more fish out on this shallow plateau. And yeah, just sitting there, sort of thinking, yeah, I suppose it's coming near bite time again in the afternoon. And at 6 o'clock, just all hell was broke loose. And I hooked into this fish, sort of just over 100 yards, and it just flat rodded me off the clutch for 80 yards, just going down to the corner of the lake, and I just could not hold it. And I've got like a marker knot at 200 yards of me line, and this fish, I could just see this knot coming out, and I think I've got to clamp down on this, and I'm clamping down. And yeah, finally managed to stop it, but by now it's so far down the lake, I'm just absolutely, yeah, a shaking mess, you know, the knees are totally gone, wobbly and everything. I'm slowly, it took about another 15 minutes just to get the fish back to where I actually hooked it. And after that, you just could tell it was an absolute monster. It was like a, well, yeah, just felt like a sack of cement with a jet engine up its bum. It was like just a crazy, crazy fight. And yeah, it took me about 40 minutes, and the sun was right in my face, and yeah, it's just powerful up and down the margin, can't really do a lot with it, slowly tied it out, you know. And then I've just seen this thing come up in front of me, and the sun's in my face, and this dorsal's come out of the water, and it's like that, with this huge wide back, and I was like, oh my God, I was in pieces. So yeah, luckily, the old carp gods were smiling on me, and yeah, managed to get it in the net. And I've looked down in the net, and the first thing I've seen was this black spot on its side, and that's the name of the big mirror in it. It is black spot, and it's done 60 pounds like a few weeks earlier to someone else. I'm just looking at this colossal carp in the net, and I was just speechless from like and then yeah, about 5 of the guys come round, the owner come round, we stuck it up in the scales, and yeah, 58.5 pound, blew my PB out of the water, and yeah, just blew me away completely. As you probably tell, I'm still blown away now. It's been a crazy week really, and yeah, just awesome. So Dan's come down today to do this bit of filming, and yeah, got down last night, fished the same swim, but it was looking pretty quiet, and I knew Dan was coming down today, and I quite fancied. I looked at the forecast early this morning, and it said it was going to get real sunny, the wind was going to get blowing up into this corner. So I really fancied. I'd seen fish patrolling a reed line quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. So if I'm going to go around there, get them on the reed line before the fish move in there, So yeah, I packed up 7 o'clock this morning. I knew pretty much where I wanted to exactly put these baits because I've been watching them. So I tied up sort of the rig I've been using, and with a creel waft, they're all balanced up nice. And luckily, yeah, with the wind it was pretty strong, but I managed to punch these casts exactly where I wanted them, tight to these reeds. Probably got the rods in about 8:30, and we're just sitting there. And unbelievably, it's melted off again. And yeah, had another brilliant fight. It's kited sort of 80, 90 yards to the left out here. And yeah, slowly but surely we pulled it in. And it's yeah, got another big mirror in the net. And yeah, 42-4, so the lucky roll continues. What more can I say? Completely blown away. And yeah, it's just been an amazing week and a half, I suppose, in my fishing life.